I remember one time there was going to be a program around our city. We have our facility in Ibadan. Every now and then we give it out also for a rent. People want to have event. So I heard this is a Christian event. So I said, let's give it to them free. They paid. When I heard, I said, no, return their money to them. But in the course of it, an equipment worth over 16 million naira was spoiled. So I said, just reach out to them so that it can be repaired. Then the person's response was, you guys should consider it a privilege that we even use your facility. Let me tell you something. The reason why you have to take it to your own soul is because not all men are reasonable. You must understand that. Not all men are reasonable. You can't afford to... People hurt people because they are in pain themselves. How will anybody who is normal take a girl and rape her? The fellow is not fine. How will somebody who is normal bring out a gun and shoot somebody in the head? The fellow is not fine. How will somebody who is normal be rude? Sometimes these actions are ways people use to ventilate. A way of giving everyone around a measure of the pain they are already running with. You need to feel what I feel. The policeman whose salary is not being paid regularly wants the citizen to feel it. When you drive and they ask you for money as a gentleman, you fail to give as a gentleman, say park. And sometimes I just want to know I can waste your time because the person too is not what? Fine. What about in a marriage? Married with someone who is a perpetual offender. One who doesn't see anything good in you. Will even insult your family. How do you forgive people who don't stop offending? I've been dragged on many occasions and called many names, but I really don't mind. If for the kind of testimony we heard her share today, again and again, I will do this. I don't care what the arrows are. To think somebody was on the bridge and just scrolled through Instagram and there the message was. And it takes born-again Christians to say that he's a motivational speaker. I'm fighting a battle right here. It is not in my place to even present anything to you. Let's read that Hebrews 12:15 again. And I want all of us to see it again. Hebrews 12, verse 15. If you are there, say amen. Look at it. 1, 2, 3, go. Looking diligently, lest any man fail of the grace of God, lest any root of bitterness springing up trouble you, and thereby many be defiled. So bitterness is best killed at its root. And I'll tell you how. Someone say, what about the ones we grew up with? The things. You know, sometimes I put out something. I see people come to the comment section and speak like the junior brother of Jesus. You know, this life, don't just do this. Let's just live the right as a holy life. Let's just do this, that. know what rejection is? Do you know what it means to go through life and there's no one who has mirrored acceptance, including your own blood? Do you know the tendencies that comes with it? That in many cases, bitterness is not about forgiveness first. It is about healing first. You have to heal. And many times, let me tell you this, to heal from the trouble a person has caused you, you have to create distance. And that's what many don't want to hear. You have to create distance. Sometimes you have to walk away. Let me say this. There are marriages that I am sorry cannot repair. And as a pastor, I insist that it should not be repaired with I'm sorry. There's a need for people to sit down and ask questions. Why are you doing this to your wife? Why are you doing this to your husband? Why did you say this? Why did you say that? Don't let me jump into dysfunctionality. Because there are people who don't even know what it means at all, what people go through. Their emotions is numb. For your own sake, move on. It is not for their sake. The one who is locked in prison, the one who is crying, the one who is shedding tears, the one who is feeling it is you. There are people who are too battered to even know that you are bruised. They are hurting you, but they too, they are not fine. Their life is also meaningless. Don't allow any root of bitterness spring up in you.